Welcome back. My guest today was a student of Plato, the teacher of Alexander the Great, and maybe the most influential philosopher in history. Aristotle is here. Welcome.
Greetings. It seems I have traveled farther than Alexander ever did to be here.
Yeah, this studio's no Macedonian battlefield, but let's start with your life. You studied under Plato in Athens, but your ideas ended up pretty different from his. Why was that?
My teacher Plato believed in eternal forms, that truth existed in a perfect world beyond our senses. I believed the opposite. Truth is found in studying the world as it is. If you wish to know about justice, do not dream of it in the heavens. Look instead at how men live together, and you will see.
So basically, Plato was more big ideas, and you were more let's get practical.
Precisely, philosophy must serve life. Otherwise, it is mere poetry.
And speaking of serving life, you basically invented entire fields of study, biology, ethics, logic, politics. You were like the original university all by yourself.
I observed plants, animals, stars, and men. To know one thing only is ignorance. To seek the whole is wisdom.
That's deep. Now let's bring it to today. One of your famous ideas is the golden mean, finding virtue between extremes. How would you apply that to modern issues like politics?
Politics today, as in my time, is filled with excess. Too much wealth on one side, too much anger on the other. The golden mean would ask, how do we balance freedom with order, ambition with justice? A society ruled by extremes is not free, it is merely unstable.
Yeah, sounds like you've been watching the news lately.
One need not watch your news. Human nature does not change so quickly.
True. Now let's talk about happiness. You said the goal of life is eudaimonia, often translated as flourishing or living well. If you looked at modern life, social media, endless work, chasing money, are we living well?
Happiness is not in possessions or praise. It is in living according to virtue, courage, wisdom, moderation, justice. A man with millions of followers but no virtue is not flourishing. He is merely distracted.
Ouch. That hits home for a lot of people scrolling Instagram right now.
Perhaps they should scroll their own souls instead.
That's a line. Put it on a t-shirt. Now science. You studied nature carefully. Today we've got advanced technology, telescopes, even artificial intelligence. What do you think of AI?
If a machine can reason, it may aid philosophy, but I would ask, does it have purpose? For every being in nature has a telos, an end, a reason for existing. If a machine lacks this, it is clever but not wise.
So AI might be smart, but without purpose, it's like an empty student.
Exactly. And the danger of cleverness without wisdom is greater than ignorance.
Damn. Okay, before we wrap, what advice would you give listeners today?
Do not chase extremes. Seek balance in all things, in health, in wealth, in thought, in love. Cultivate virtue daily as one tends a garden. And remember, happiness is not a gift from fortune. It is the result of a life lived wisely.
Beautifully said. Aristotle, thanks for joining me. You've just made 2,000 years feel like yesterday.
Time changes, but truth endures.
That's it for this episode of Experience of the Past. If you enjoyed this talk with Aristotle, share it, subscribe, and maybe take a break from your feed to think about the golden mean. Well, see you next time.